Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. So today we'll be taking a look at the Autonomous SmartDesk 2 Premium. Autonomous did not send me this for review. And since I bought this myself, I was not giving a 1 week time frame to make the video like I did on the Ergo Chair 2. Which reminds me, I'm still going to be making a video on the Ergo Chair 2 on how it's been holding up after a couple of months of consistent use, so stay tuned for that video. So the pandemic has cut down their workforce, which has slowed down their production, so the delivery can take up to months. I ordered mine on August 17 and got it delivered on October 3rd when it was scheduled for October 19, so I did get mine a little earlier. So just keep that in mind, there might be some delays due to COVID and depending on the product configuration that you order. The desk frame and the top came well packaged and protected with thick foam. After careful inspection, there were no noticeable imperfections on the surface of the desk or the frame. The white paint on the frame looks good and the desk was not too bad to assemble. It was quite easy, it took me about 30 minutes after carefully reading the instructions. I went with the 53-inch white top and white frame that looks really good with my setup that I got going on. I was hoping they had a 55-inch top, but I made it work. The next size is 70 inches, which is just a huge size difference. It's a great choice if you have the need for all that space. Maybe you have a 60-inch mouse pad because your DPI is at 100 and you need all that mouse space. The desk has a depth of 29 inches, which I really like because I can have the monitor a little further away from me compared to my 24-inch desk I had. The top is composed of high quality MDF wood and has a very smooth finish with rounded corners. Unfortunately, all their tops have these two holes to pass cables through at the end, which I really don't like at all. You can definitely buy the frame alone and then buy a tabletop on your own or make your own tabletop if that really bothers you as well. I managed to cover the holes by putting my clock on the left one and my speaker on the right one. The desk has a thickness of 1 inch, so you can clamp a monitor arm and a microphone arm on it without any interference. My old desk had a metal frame running on the end of the desk, so I had to put a piece of wood to be able to use a monitor arm clamp with the desk. I can now also stick my SD card reader and fingerprint scanner underneath the desk since it's flat, and this makes it more convenient to access. I was also able to place my headphone holder underneath the desk, and the paint did come off when I removed it to adjust the position of it so that I didn't keep bumping my headphones with my knee. So you have to be gentle when removing adhesive from the bottom of the desk. The electric motor power box for the desk has a spot underneath the desk with pre-drill holes, but you can place it anywhere else if you need that space to place a power strip or something like that. Both the home and premium desks come with 4 heights that you can save. This is great if you share your desk with someone else. You can configure 2 sitting heights and 2 standing heights. If it's just you, then you will probably only be using 2 of them. There are pre-drill holes underneath the right side of the desk for the controller, but you can drill your own holes on the left side if you prefer it there. To set and save the heights, first get to your desired height by pressing and holding down on the up or down arrow, then press and hold the mode button until the height number flashes. Then click on one of the 4 numbers that you wish to store it to. The steel leg frame for the premium desk can be raised 4 inches higher than the home one. It has a height range of 26 inches to 52 inches. This is perfect if you are very tall, and of course the higher you raise it, the more unstable it feels. My sweet spot is 29.5 inches while sitting down and 39.4 inches while standing up. The dual motor is very quiet at 45 decibels and it races smoothly. And this is what it sounds like. Autonomous claims that its dual motor has a lifting speed of 2.3 inches per second. While testing it with about 60 pounds on top of the desk took an average of 6.5 seconds to go from 29.5 inches to 39.4 inches. With no weight on the desk, the theoretical speed should be around 4.3 seconds to raise the 9.9 inches. Depending on the amount of weight you throw on top of the desk, you might get a very small speed difference. I am perfectly fine with that speed. I don't see a need for it to be faster than that. Some of your items might shake around while the desk is lifting, so try not to place them too close to the edge, just in case. The desk frame weighs about 70 pounds and the top weighs about 47 pounds, so you might need someone to help you assemble it and to move it. The desk has a weight capacity of 300 pounds, so will be able to easily hold your multiple monitor setup along with your PC on top of the desk. I like to keep my PC on the desk since I can access the back of it and swap things out quicker than if I had it on the ground. So this is what my setup looks like. I still wish the top had a width of 55 inches instead of being 53 inches. The metal feet are shaped like an upside down T, and they have a plastic circular cover on each end, which is the only contact point to the ground. The desk remains sturdy and it doesn't slide around, it's solid. The desk has been raising and lowering at least 3 times a day with me. Since classes are online and my work is online, I'm constantly sitting down. The Ergo chair definitely helped, but the standing desk has really helped relieve a lot of my stress from sitting down all day. I'm sitting down for about 13 hours a day with work and class and also editing. So far I haven't run into any issues with the desk not wanting to lower or raise. It has been consistently raising and lowering. This electric standing desk is a great desk if you're a video editor, photo editor, or just in any of the creative fields, since you will be spending a large chunk of your time sitting down editing. An electric standing desk is way better than having to manually crank the desk to raise it. If we are being honest, a lot of us will get tired of having to manually raise and lower it after a couple of months. My brother-in-law has a standing desk that he has to crank, and he hasn't used that feature after a year. So if you know you will end up not using that feature because you have to manually crank it, then I recommend investing in an electric standing desk. And if you're a streamer, this will also be a good investment since you are sitting down for most of your day as well. It is so great to be able to play a couple of games sitting down, then press a button and have the desk raise automatically to your desired standing height so you can begin editing or browsing the web or just typing up an article. It is so nice, I really like it. My cable management is not the best. The desk did come with a couple cable management cable ties with adhesive. It probably won't be enough if you have a lot of cables. I would recommend some raised strips to hide a lot of those bulky cables. I ended up buying a pack of wide and short cable management clips on Amazon for a couple of dollars. You can always use Scotch tape if you want to save some money. So this is what my cable management ended up looking like. It isn't the cleanest, but it's way better than seeing noodles hanging on the end of my desk. I stuck my monitor's power brick underneath the desk using double-sided tape and also a power strip on the left side. The desk frame doesn't take up too much space, so I was able to get most of my cables to run alongside the metal frame to conceal those cables. So when you're looking at the desk from the front view, you won't be able to see those cables as much. So I went with the premium one instead of the home office one to see what the actual difference was, but there really isn't much. The main difference is that you get 7 years of warranty instead of 5 years, and it has a wider height range. The premium one goes from 26 inches to 52 inches, while the home one goes from 29.5 inches to 48 inches. So you do get a couple inches more. I don't really need that height range, so I pretty much paid $70 more for 2 extra years of warranty. I would say go for the home office one and save that $70 unless you are very tall and need that height of 52 inches. Overall, the desk looks great and works great, and it has definitely helped me reduce fatigue after long hours of sitting down in front of my computer. I would highly recommend it. I would recommend going with the home office standing desk if you're sitting down for hours daily. If you don't want to spend too much money, I would suggest just going with the frame and either buying a cheaper top or making your own if you know how. I left the links to most of the products that you see in this video in the description in case you're interested in any of them. Alright, so that concludes today's review. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you found the video helpful, subscribe for more tech related videos, and I will talk to you on the next one.